For years, I clipped coupons, skipped vacations, and packed leftovers for lunch, all because we had a dream, a retirement where we wouldn't have to worry. Every dollar went into our savings and 401k, and I used to log in just to watch that number climb. It wasn't glamorous, but it was ours. So you can imagine the shock when I logged in one night and saw the balance gutted. Not a dip, not a market swing, just gone. Tens of thousands of dollars vanished. At first, I thought it was fraud. Maybe our account had been hacked. But as I clicked through the statements, my hands went cold. Luxury hotels, jewelry boutiques, airline tickets to places we never talked about. And the name attached to every withdrawal? My husband's. The man I thought I'd spend my golden years with had been spending our future on someone else. When he walked through the door that night, I was already sitting at the kitchen table with the statements printed out in front of me. My heart was pounding, but my voice came out steady. Do you want to explain this? I asked, sliding the papers across. He glanced at the numbers, and for a split second I saw guilt flash across his face. Then the lies started. It's business expenses. Networking trips. You wouldn't understand. Networking? At luxury resorts? With diamond bracelets? I pressed harder. His voice cracked, shifting from defensive to cruel. You never appreciate me. You make me feel old, boring. She made me feel alive again. Those words cut deeper than the empty account ever could. Because in that moment, he wasn't just admitting to spending our retirement fund. He was admitting to wasting it on another woman. I slammed the statements back on the table. Do you have any idea what you've done? That money was our safety net. Our future. He leaned back in his chair, arms crossed like a sulking teenager. We can rebuild. It's not that bad. But staring at those red numbers, I knew the truth. You can rebuild a marriage if there's trust left. But you can't rebuild from ashes when he's the one who lit the fire. A week later, I called the bank myself, praying he was exaggerating. But the woman on the line confirmed my worst fear. Every cent of our retirement account was gone, withdrawn in chunks over months. My hands shook as I wrote down the total. 0. When I confronted him again, he didn't even look ashamed. We can always earn it back, he said, as if rebuilding 30 years of saving was something you just clock in and do overnight. You didn't just betray me, I snapped, my voice breaking. You stole the years we worked for. You stole my future. For weeks, I lived in a fog, lawyers, account closures, sleepless nights. And then came the twist I never saw coming. He showed up at my door, duffel bag in hand, looking like hell. The woman he'd drained our retirement for had kicked him out. The luxury trips, the expensive dinners, the gifts. It was never enough for her. Now he stood on my porch, broke and desperate. I made mistakes, he said, voice low. But we can fix this. Just help me get back on my feet. I stared at the man who'd burned our safety net to impress a stranger. And in that moment, I realized, he hadn't just lost our future. He'd lost me. I didn't let him inside. I stood in the doorway, arms crossed, and said the words I'd been holding back for months. You didn't just cheat on me. You stole the future we built. You burned through every sacrifice, every dollar we saved. And now you want me to pay your rent? No, not anymore. His face fell, and for once, there was no comeback. He mumbled something about family, about second chances, but those words meant nothing now. I closed the door. This time, it stayed shut. The next morning, I called my lawyer and pushed everything forward. Divorce, separation, full control over what little was left. I opened new accounts in only my name. Every decision I make now is for me, not him. Yes, it still hurts. Losing the savings was like losing decades of work. But rebuilding alone is better than staying shackled to someone who would torch our future for a fling. He wasted the retirement we built together. But I'm the one who will still have a future worth living. And for the first time in years, that future feels like mine.